Good morning. This is Robert Goodman here on Positive Strokes, Staying Clean. I'm so happy that you're a part of my recovery. I'm so happy that you have time today to be a part of us talking about it sounds good. It sounds too good. It sounds good. You know, we live in a world today that computer system is taking over AI and uh, robots and all these things that they're making nowadays that are using as commercial situations, AI, and how people are making videos and doing things to make it look and seem perfect to people so they can market their goods and services. And it makes me think back when I was in my active addiction, how the dealer would make the dope that he has. He has the best dope. He has the best stuff. You're going to want to buy from him. You don't want to buy from nobody else. And the sale pitch, and the desire for me to have the good dope and wanting it, I would want to believe what the person is telling me because I have a desire that I want the best. And instead of me doing my investigation on the things, it sounds good, but is it good? Did I do my investigation? See, today we live in a world full of possibilities. It's up to us to find the things that we need to find and to do our investigation ourselves to make sure that we are getting what we want. And I learned that I'm a human being and my desire to want something desperately will cloud my judgment on making sound decisions. Wanting something or the easy way or just wanting it to be right, that this is the best choice of action. But I must ask myself, did I do my investigation? Did I truly look at the situation? See, in my recovery, it taught me to live life on life's terms. That I have to do my own investigation. I have to do my own work so my life would get better. So I take that same type of energy that I do in my recovery into my everyday living. It's just like if you're going to buy a car and the salesman sells you gives you the whole 9 lives, and you are so ready to get it. It sounds good, it drives good, but you didn't do your investigation. Did you bring it to AutoZone? Did you put it on the computer? Did you find out there's any issues with it? Did you look at the book value? Did you check out the last owner? Did you check how much repair was done on it? Did you do your due diligence to make sure that you did not get a lemon, but you got something that's willing to last a good period of time? As I live life on life's terms, I realized that it's my job to do the investigation to make sure that I'm getting what I pay for. it's my job to do the due diligence to make sure that I get the service and goods that I'm supposed to get under circumstances. It's just like my medical care. I had to file complaints because my transportation for medical uh, was making me miss appointments. So I had to do the due diligence to follow formal complaints. I had to also contact ombudsman to make a formal complaint. And I realized that if I don't do the due diligence of making sure that I get what I need, then it's not going to get done. When I allow another person to control my situation or handling a problem, I'm putting my trust in this person to get it done. And if they don't get it done, then I lose out. So I learned in living from addiction to recovery that it's Robert's job to make sure all bases are covered. It's Robert's job to make sure that things are done right. It's my job to do my investigation to find out what's being told to me is the truth. It has sound information that's going to help me. We're not living back 10, 15, 20 years ago where you could call the doctor and the doctor will make arrangements for all these things for you to get done and you would go do them and it would get done. But now it's not that way anymore. You have to do all the footwork. You have to do all. And that's about everything. If you want to protect yourself, then you have to do your research. You have to do the work on the situation. You have to, so you can protect yourself. That's why I'm so happy that recovery is a part of my life. Because recovery taught me to live life on life's terms. Addiction taught me that people will tell you and say things to get you to do what they choose you to do. So you have to do your investigation. It's just like on a job. Everybody that comes to the job that you work with are there to make money. And that's how they support themselves and their family. So you're just a means to an end. They will step over you to get a better position, better pay. They will lie on you. They will connive on you. Some people will kiss the boss's ass to get ahead. And the people at your job is not your friend. They're there to make money to take care of their family so they can live the life that they choose to live, just like you. And just because they smile in your face doesn't mean they have your good intentions at heart. So, me being in management at a period of time in my life, I realized that that even in management is very cutthroat. Everybody's trying to get ahead and get a high-paying job and get better pay. And just because they smile and be friendly, they will destroy your relationship on your job or your job to get your job. Because they want to move up the ladder. They want to live their best life. They want more money. They want more power. They want more control. And That's something that it took me time to understand and realize, because being a human being, we look for companionship. We look for people to be a part of our lives. We look for people to tell us good things about things that we need to know. And we trust their word. But is that a good thing to do? Just like there are so many people here on YouTube that tell you this, that tell you that. There are so many people that'll tell you this, they'll tell you that. And is it always the case? That's their perspective. That's the way they seem to look at things. That's what's working for them. That's how they got where they're at. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get there the same way they did, because you're a unique person. It's just like you have a vision. When you have a vision, you're sharing your vision. You see where you want to go. You have the knowledge and the ability to push your vision. But you can't allow other people's vision divert you from your primary purpose of your own vision. Just like you can't let nobody divert you from your recovery on living life on life's terms. Your recovery is your recovery. What works for you works for you. It doesn't necessarily going to mean that it's going to work for somebody else. So just because what they do sounds good, it may not be meant for you. But you need to do your investigation on yourself and the situation so you come out with a sound decision that will help you in the manner that you want. Everybody is here for recovery. That's in the recovery family. But everybody has their own walk in recovery. It's personal, their recovery, what they do, how they handle situations, their walk in recovery. And how we are a family is that we share what works for us and what doesn't work for us. So people don't fall down the rabbit hole of making the same type of mistakes. But the interesting thing is that we must find out what works for us in our recovery. What path we take that's best suited for us. And that's what we have to do. We may have a vision about something. You go for your vision, you go for your dream. You move forward for your dream. But you make sure that everything is stable to reach your dream. You keep moving forward. To get to the level of recovery that I have today took time. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in the first year. It didn't. It took time. I had to learn to understand myself. And that's the key to living your best life. I have to understand why I feel and act the way I do. I must understand why I deflect on situations that happen instead of addressing the issue. See, when Robert deflects, that means Robert is taking the focus off the issue and he's not moving forward. But the interesting thing about recovery that's taught me is that by me living life on life's terms, by me keeping the focus on myself, then I make better decisions and I learn how to investigate the things that I want and the things that I need. And a lot of times when I investigate the things that I want, I find out that it's not good. It's not a good way to go because it was shining all in front of my face and it looked good, and I wanted so desperately that I'm missing the potholes that are in front of me where I could fall down into these holes and ruin my situation. So just because it sounds good doesn't mean that it's good until you do your investigation and find out. When I remember when I bought my PT Cruiser, I will never forget it. It was my first car in Arizona, and I was a convertible, and I was so happy and rode it around for about 45 minutes, and I just seen myself in it and got out and took pictures, and I was, I thought I had it going on, you know what I mean? Took it off the lot, brought it home and everything, and driving to work, and I pride about myself. But the interesting thing is that it was shining good and looking good, but it was a lemon. Robert didn't do his investigation. He got caught out there because it shined all in front of his face, and he wanted it so desperately. He wanted the car so desperately, and he didn't do his due diligence and to get it fully checked out. I had enough time. I could have took it to AutoZone and run it on the computer. I could have talked to the people at AutoZone and could have found out. I didn't do the investigation on who was the last owner, what kind of damage was maintenance was done to the vehicle. I didn't do none of that. None of that. It just looked good, shined good, and drove okay. And I was good because I wanted so desperately to have that vehicle. And it taught me a valuable lesson. So I had that car for about 2 years. I had it 2 years. And I called the loan company up and I told them, I said, yo, come get this. I'm done with this. I'm tired. It seems like I'm going to the shop and spending my money crazy. And it's put me in a bind because now plus I have to pay for the car note. Now I said, oh no, you'll come get this. And I took money out of my 401k for my job, and I bought me another vehicle. And that vehicle, I love that vehicle. But I did my due diligence on that vehicle. I wasn't stuck out there doing the same thing. See, and that's the thing. The work I did my recovery, I worked on myself. So let me take that initiative on making my life better in recovery is to make my decision making better in my life. don't just jump to conclusions. It's just like I have a channel on, I have my channel here on YouTube. I have Positive Stroke, Staying Clean, The Power of Addiction, Fun and Motivational. I have 2 channels on Instagram. I have 4 channels on Facebook. I have 2 channels on Instagram Thread. I'm on X. And I have all this. And I get information and people tell me things that if I do this, I'm going to make this, I'm going to make that, I'm going to make this, I'm going to make that, you know. And it's like, I want to make this money. I want to, I would like to be financially stable in this. But I realized that they did what they needed to do to build their empire, and that worked for them. But my message and my belief is different than what they're doing. And when you look at what you're doing and what you're putting out here, is that you have your own audience. Now, I'm dealing with recovery. I want to help people that are in active addiction. I want to help people that are suffering out there, that if they get on their phone, they can go on YouTube and they can go to my channel and they can watch a video, and they could be broke as the devil, but they'll have an opportunity to get recovery. They can go on Facebook on my pages and get recovery free of charge, because I'm trying to help people live their best lives. Now, other people may be selling products on YouTube or TikTok, or just their content creator just pushing whatever they're pushing. And that's great. But their vision and my vision is different. So just because it works for them in their vision doesn't mean it's going to fit my criteria or my vision. So I have to do the research. I have to find out what works well for Robert, what I can do to make the situation better, and what's positive in my dealings with the situation. It's just like in the medical field, you used to go to the doctors and the doctor says, listen, I need you, you're going to take this test, that test, that test, that test. And you used to go into the hospital and they give you all the tests, and then the doctor comes back and gives you the conclusion. But it doesn't work that way no more. The doctor says that you got to take these tests, so you need to go here, make an appointment here, you need to make an appointment here, you need to make an appointment here for this test, you need to make an appointment here. And then you got to go to all these appointments, take all these tests, and then it goes back to the doctor, and within 2-3 weeks, after all the appointments are made, and that's a month and a half, by the time you see the doctor about the issue that you wanted to see in the first place. So they can find out what they need to do for you. It's not like it used to be anymore. We have to do our own work. And most scams nowadays are making it sound good, making it look good, and making it believable so you can fall victim to the scam. That's why it's important for each and every one of us to do our research on the situation. Don't go by what's being said. Get facts, get information to protect yourself from falling victim to anything. This is Robert Goodman, Positive Stroke, Staying Clean. I hope you understand the point that I'm trying to make with you today. And the point is that if it sounds good, too good, you better check it out and do your research. Remember, back in the day in your addiction, when they tell you got the best dope, that man, he got the best dope, man. I got the best dope, man. Knock you on your ass. And you want the dope so bad and you buy it and it'll be bunk. You got played. Because you wanted it so badly. That same feeling happens in everyday life. I'm going to share this last story with you, and I'm going to call it a morning. I remember, this was some years ago. I think it was about 13, 14 years ago. And I was broke as a skunk. I never forget, I was so broke. And I was on Facebook, and this person contacted me and told me I won a car, a Mercedes-Benz car. And I mean, he had me going. He told me what color you wanted. They had the convertible or the hard top. I wanted the convertible. I mean, had me going, and everything sounded like it was believable until they told me I had to, I believe it was $750 for delivery. I mean, he led me all the way up in there, and then the end result is, well, it's going to cost you $750 for the delivery. That's all you have to do to pay to get this car. It's all yours. I mean, he showed me the picture. Oh man, I was like, and I needed, and at the particular time, I didn't have no car. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, this is, man, and he played on my desire. But when he said the $750, I ain't had it. So, it was out of my reach until I did my investigation, and it was a scam. It was a scam. So I learned that the things that I want, the things that I truly want, I need, and a person offer it to me, and I need it, my desire to want it, to get it, to believe it is high. But they're playing on my emotions and my feelings. So it taught me a valuable lesson. Robert, do your research, do your investigation, find out everything that you can possibly find out to protect yourself for not getting played or scammed. Due to the fact that we're living in a life in the United States the way we are, that there are a lot of scams going on and they're getting away with it. There's a lot of things that are going on that's not right. So we need to pay close attention to everything that we do. We need to investigate all the things that we can do, because what people may not understand, that Self-preservation is the first law to any human creature, whether it's friend, family, or strangers. And everybody's trying to protect themselves so they can live the life they choose. So protect yourself by doing your investigation and make sure that you cover all bases before you make a sound decision on the things that you do. Because if you don't, then you hurt yourself. You have a great and wonderful day.